Hey everybody, so welcome to the stream. Today we are going to be doing a lore stream for Nightmare. At least that's how we're starting the day. Later we are probably going to switch over to Transient. We'll do a BRB, blah 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 blah. But we're starting off the day with some fun fucking lore. If you've been following the streams, you would know that everyone's favorite illager hasn't been sleeping to avoid having a conversation with a very specific demon. Well, that demon has taken things into their own hands. With a little bit of help. But, hey, someone had to get Atlas to go to sleep. Okie dokie. Okay. Okay, setting things up, setting things up, setting things up. I thought I left that in there. Oh. I'm trying to remember what that hat's called. No fun hats for me. All right.
Where is the... Okay. Mm. Uh, mm.
Hello there.
Hey, Nightmare.
You've been needing to talk. I tried to alter this room to be a bit more to your liking. I hope that you like it. Outside of here, everything is kind of the way it's been for a very long time. Would you like to have a look around?
Mm.
Hello?
Hi.
Welcome.
Uh-huh. Welcome. Where exactly?
I guess you could
Isn't...
call this my home, or at least part of it. It's not the actual place. We would have to be in the void for that, but it's a recreation of
Yeah.
sorts.
Okay. Um... Why exactly? This isn't exactly the normal type of thing.
I thought I would bring you somewhere nice. Our contract is almost up,
Yeah.
and I have seen a lot of your past, so I thought you should see some of my own.
Right. Okay. Hmm.
I'm glad the transient was able to make this. I'm glad that we have some memory of her. Hmm. I hope I'm doing the right thing here, Mother. Why am I having anxiety? I'm me. Hmm. I tried to make this room a little bit more to your liking.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Can I ask why?
I wanted you to be comfortable.
Isn't that kind of the exact opposite of what you're usually supposed to be doing?
There is duality in all things.
Uh-huh.
But no, when I am done with this place, You will think of it as a gift of sorts.
Hmm.
But for now, it's a place to talk.
Yeah, talk. Right. Right. Mm. This is why I didn't want to go to sleep yet.
Well, we do need to have a conversation before a few more days from now.
Yeah, I guess.
And you're the one who wanted to talk to me, but has been avoiding it.
I guess it seems like there's just not a lot to talk about. I mean, you seem pretty set to move on from everything, so
You make many assumptions. You don't ever ask things for yourself, even if you think that the answer may be no. You don't ask. Why?
hmm.
You don't ask people to stay when you want them to stay. You don't ask people to leave when you want them to leave. You kind of just acquiesce to so many different things around you. You don't have to do that here. For all intents and purposes, this place is yours for now. Of course, I have access because I am the landowner, but I thought you would appreciate it here.
Hmm. Hmm. I don't know. I trying to think, but it has been difficult.
Why has thinking been difficult?
Too many things to think about, I guess.
Hmm. Have you thought about... Well, you don't write things down because you're afraid of that, I remember, but...
Hmm.
Well... For some people, it is very helpful to be able to get all of their thoughts down in one place.
Hmm.
It's not like anyone else can read any of the books here, and there's plenty of open ones.
Hmm. Don't see a point, I guess.
Well, it's useful because it gets it out of your head. And then you'll have room to think about other things.
I don't know about that one.
Hmm. Well,
Writing stuff down never really got things out of my head. Honestly, if anything, I just kept thinking about them more.
so it's just distractions, really, that give you relief?
I
Violence?
guess.
Those sort of things?
Hmm. Something like that.
I'm not judging, I'm asking.
I don't exactly enjoy being violent, however, it is an easy fallback. Just go back into not having to think, just follow orders, become mindless, I guess.
Hmm. Is it just an instinctual comfort for you, or is it because once you are in that mode, you don't have to be so much control?
Guess a bit of both.
Hmm.
I don't know. So what's the actual point of this nightmare?
Hopefully to get you to talk. And ask what you want to ask, but are seemingly unwilling to do.
Mm.
You need to learn to ask for things. The worst thing someone can say is no.
Yeah, well, usually when you're trying to ask to make a deal, you usually have something to offer. I don't really have that right now, so
Why do you think that you don't have anything to offer?
been trying to think of things, but I don't know. Just didn't seem like anything was worth much.
Do you know the things that I hold most of value, Atlas?
Guess not.
Stories. Memories, information freely given. I like to gather stories. It's why I have such an interest in you. It's why I have such an interest in the wizard and Crosshatch and so many of different people in your little valley. Because you
Hmm.
all have interesting stories. Now, if you are willing to keep playing along with my little games, then I would be willing to do something for you. Of course, you'll still be allowed to complain and whine and all of that, but I wouldn't mind a little more active participation if you're going to join my cast of actors.
Mm. What exactly does that entail?
I have, we'll call it a dream,
Mm-hmm.
an aspiration to collect and tell wonderful stories. And for those stories to happen, I need participants. And honestly, having a living, breathing person is much better than a facsimile of other people's emotions.
Right.
You're already used to being someone's muse. It'd be fun. And you don't always have to be the star of the show, as they say.
Hmm. Okay. Right.
You do a little bit of work for me, and I will give you something you want. You've been in a lot of pain recently. Unlike certain magic users in your life, I like prying into people. Do you still feel the tingleness right now? I tried blocking it, but if it's too deep in your psyche, I can't.
It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't.
But it is bothering you. And you're
It'll
unwilling to
go
ask
away.
eventually, but you could ask for help. You know many people who can help with neuropathy, dear, on a magical level or a medicinal one. Not that you would ever go to a doctor, I know. But still, it's not like you don't have 2 or 3 4 or 5 magic users who would be willing to just help you out.
Mm-hmm. We both know I don't need help with that. That is not...
And what
That
I'm
is
trying
not
to
something I
say,
need your help with.
and what I'm trying to say is that it is okay to ask for help with little things. Because you don't want to ask for help with the big things. But there's people who want to help you, so you should let them help you. You know, before, well, before whatever happens next in the story happens next.
What does that mean?
There's just certain things I'm not allowed to spoil.
Right. Okay. Ah, I just... Not... Don't really need your help with anything, per se. Not what I needed to talk to you about.
Well, then what do you need to talk about? Hey, girl, hey.
Well, our contract running out means that you'll be allowed to go mess with people again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem for me.
That I'm messing with other people? I thought you were alright with sharing. I didn't know you would be jealous.
Oh, please. Don't flatter yourself.
No, I'm not your type. I'm not nice enough.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, you love being doted on. It's fine. It's not an embarrassing thing. I don't know. I envy the attention that you get sometimes. I don't have
Yeah, I
many
don't always
positive
like it.
interactions. So, you have a problem with the fact that I'm going to be going into other people's dreams?
Sort of means that I have to deal with them in the waking world.
I mean, of course, that is the responsibilities of a friend and parent. And you know that as long as my hunts are completed, no real harm occurs. At least not if I don't want it to, and most of the time I don't.
Right. No, but I have noticed, your little books that are around.
Yes.
Yeah, don't really care for those.
Well, I'm definitely not going to stop doing that. I told you I need to gather stories. I need to gather information.
Yeah.
I need to learn.
No, I figured I can't really stop you from doing anything. That is not exactly something I would ask for, because I know that is very unlikely.
So, are you asking to be a martyr again? Are you asking for a little bit more time for your friends to figure out something to do with me? What is... Just ask the fucking question, Atlas. What is it that you want from me?
That is what I've been trying to figure out, honestly. No, trying to keep it all on me, I'm guessing you're probably going to get bored of, so I figured you wouldn't go for that. But I figure what I could ask for that seems more reasonable is just information.
What sort of information?
Essentially, you tell me who has your little books and who's using them, and if you do a hunt or anything like that that is a bit more severe to someone's psyche, you let me know. That way I can at least be ready for it instead of just having it thrown at me.
So you're saying exchange of information and warning is enough to get you to be one of my actors?
I'm guessing if I ask for anything really else, that it's probably not going to be a deal on your end, so...
I want to know how much you are willing to ask for.
Hmm. Honestly, I wouldn't mind still being able to let off steam in my dreams sometimes.
Oh, I was planning on doing that anyway, so of course you can have that. That's simple. I was making that part of our parting gift. Don't worry about that.
Here, I thought you were ready to be done with me.
Oh, I don't want to get rid of you. You're so much fun. You've got all of this pain inside of you, all of this hurt that you're barely willing to express to others because of some sort of fear that I would love to understand. You are such a tragic hero, Atlas. It's beautiful.
Don't call me that.
A tragic hero?
Tragic, maybe, but...
A hero?
Yeah, no, definitely not that.
In some people's eyes, you are. In others, you're a villain. It's fantastic. You are full of duality, and I love duality.
Right. Okay. If that is the deal then I need to know who has those books.
Actively, I believe they are held by Transient, Jade, and Zane.
Zane has one.
Well, he has a different edition, but he has an edition of one of my journals, yes.
Hmm.
I had to do something for him.
You were supposed to not mess with my kids.
Well, sadly, he's not only your child. And I believe I would have to do something for my godson's sanity when you and his other parent are not doing well. Now, are my powers the best way to deal with this? No, I don't agree. I don't think so. I think a genuine therapist would be fantastic for the boy. But
Just
I warned him about overusing it. I warned him. I told him to be careful and to be responsible.
why do I feel like I don't believe that?
You can ask Zayden themselves.
Okay.
He's much more responsible than I feel like sometimes you are willing to credit.
No, I know, it's not Zane I don't trust in this situation.
Oh, well, you don't ever have to trust me. I would love that one day. It would make things so much more interesting for the story. But I also understand that I'm not good either. But please understand that when it comes to Zane, I do not wish to see that child suffer more. I'm planning on trying to avoid, well, the actual children, pretty much after this. Between the maze that is the bee, and the sheer amount of trauma in Zane and the little witch, I don't need to hurt them any more than they already hurt themselves. Adults, on the other hand, now that's fun, because you all don't do things like communicate properly. That's the journal that I gave to Zane. Now you have a copy, and you'll wake up with it. You can use it, you cannot use it, I don't really care. But now you know what they do. And you can write your own little horrible, messed up feelings inside. You and I are the only ones who can read that book. But if you do, you'll have the same benefit. Now don't overuse it, or else it'll hurt you.
I don't plan on using it at all.
I didn't think you would. You're too much of a masochist. Don't look at me like that. Just because you were a kind creature does not mean that I have to be.
Clearly you have your own, something going on?
It's a painting of the being that was used to create me. I guess you would consider her my mother.
I see.
She was the person who created this place in its entirety. This was her domain before it was mine.
I mean, it's pretty.
She had wonderful taste.
So, what exactly are these?
Magic attuned to various things. This is attuned to the plane of fire. This one I believe is earth. This one is water. And this is spirit. Or magic itself.
Do I even want to ask exactly what this is?
This is just void.
Right.
It'll feel slightly strange to you. If you go too far into it, you'll suffocate. And or get lost and never be able to return. I am able to tunnel through it and leave, as I'm an entity of the void. This is my home.
Right, so... Liz, don't touch any of that. Got it.
I mean, don't walk too deep into it. You can touch the surface and you'll be fine, but... And eventually, there will be pathways through here to... I guess I could call them training grounds? Think of this as a hub, alright? And then connected to this will be places for you, and perhaps in the future my other actors, to go. We can have your training rooms down one of these hallways. You're all technically asleep while you're here. I'm not. This is just where I exist, but I guess if someone like Rowan was here, that they would be able to sleep here, but Rowan doesn't really sleep.
Right. So, this place is just going to expand over time?
Likely, yes.
Okay. Do I want to ask about this?
A dear friend of mine, that's all you need to know.
You have friends?
I have had friends. Well, I will consider the frog a friend. I do not consider the bedrock a friend, but you don't need to worry about those things. That's not a problem for this version of you.
I'm sorry, what?
Don't worry about it.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I guess... Main question I have is, do we have to make another contract, or... How exactly is this working?
Hmm. How often would you like this contract to be able to be renegotiated? Every 3 months, 6 months, yearly? What would you like?
Mm, I guess 6 months would be fine. And I guess I don't have to really think about it too often.
Okay. can't spell, I've decided.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Fair enough. Listen, I used to have to communicate with someone whose name was Greer,
Mm-hmm.
and half of what he spoke in was like, I think gargling, so.
Horrific.
Hmm. Honestly, the only horrific thing was when he bit people.
Oh. Could you explain further?
Well, he was really short, so he'd just jump on people, and he had really sharp teeth, so. He would just, munch. Jump, cling, munch. Trying to think of what I could compare it to. Maybe like a squirrel attacking someone? Badger, maybe?
A badger. Mm.
He was a weird little guy. So, yeah, I'm sure your spelling can't be worse than his. Plus, I think most of what I've been reading recently has just been things the kids have given me, so. The spelling in those has not been, yeah.
All right.
You done typing?
I believe I have written up all of the terms that I have agreed to. Um, is there anything you would like to have added or changed?
Hmm. Okay, if you can choose to not disclose some information, how exactly does that help me?
I will give you any information that I deem useful, such as who has books, approximately when I'm going to do a nightmare. I won't give you the exact date, but I will tell you, sometime this week. Because you never know. Days might get messed up. My time, the way I process time and you process time is very different.
Right. Okay.
And sometimes there's just certain information I can't disclose, such as the wizard's crew name. I can't tell you that.
Hmm.
I can tell you the wizard has a true name. I cannot tell you what it is, but I can tell you that they have one.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, but I also could tell you random things that I have known, but haven't told you because I haven't fucking wanted to. Like, Merwin, extremely important to the balance of this universe.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Well, the body, but also all of them. You know.
I Okay, that's just information I have now, I guess. Don't know what that means, but okay.
You'll figure it out in the long run.
Sure. Sure. I love that you put do no harm as if am I able to hurt you?
Ah, is it possible to hurt me? Yes.
Hmm. Interesting. And of course, there's your little thing against transient, as everything you do has to have that.
I've known him for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
We were very close once.
Hmm. I guess I know what it's like to go from being close with someone to hating each other's guts, so.
Do you still love Elian, even though you hate him? I know you never really had any love for Hadriel, but you did have it for Elian.
I sometimes miss him, if that's what you mean.
Hmm.
But I miss a lot of people. That doesn't change how things are.
That is true. Alas, the present is what we must live in.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that you put something about gossip in here.
I want the
Is that something important to you?
It's information.
Right. Uh-huh.
I want to know what's going on in that little town. And in your little life, and in the lives of your little friends. So, it is gossip. I want you to be my gossip monger.
Yeah, okay. Also, if I brought people with me, why would I agree to let you terrorize them?
It would only be a light amount of terrorizing. And I don't know, you could bring Hadriel here and it would be funny. But it needs to be put on the table that if you bring someone here, I may choose to terrorize them.
Right.
And it says
Right.
may.
Mm-hmm.
If you brought someone like one of the kids, I would never do that. We would
Oh, yes,
probably
you would.
terrorize you.
Okay, sure. Mm-hmm.
It would okay, I would terrorize the Enderian, but he also would try to kill me, so
Good luck getting that one asleep.
exactly. I would need to get someone to knock him out.
Yeah, and trying to catch him to knock him out is kind of the problem.
I kind of want to put him in an orb. Like a big old ball. I want to see what would happen.
Uh-huh.
I just want to know how long it would take for him to tire himself out. Like, because he just tried teleporting, but if it's specific types of glass you cannot teleport through, so...
Is this what you think about? Do you have nothing else going on?
What do you mean?
Is this how bored you are all the time?
Yes. As much as I do adore our current arrangement, I'm not allowed to mess with the kids. I don't want to mess with Merwin. And like I've been messing with Transient for hundreds of years, it doesn't really like it's satisfying in its own way, but it's not not the same
Yeah.
as new people.
Right.
And the old man never stays over, so I can never go bother him.
Can't think of anything to add to this.
Ooh, I have something I would like to add now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, great. Okay. Is it going to be something stupid? Or something I will hate?
Something you'll hate, probably.
Oh, good. Great. Wonderful.
Sign your name under mine with the same thing. I'd ask that you try not to translate my name in this moment.
Probably couldn't even if I tried. You want favors in the waking world.
Yes. It'll be little things. Delivering stuff, gathering information on someone. I won't ask you to do anything that will break your pacifism unless you are willingly telling me that you would like to do something like that, but...
Mm-hmm. And what if I just straight up refuse to do something because I think it's stupid?
That's fine. You are allowed to refuse.
Fine.
Good, now sign it.
I hate doing that.
I know. Perfect. It will be nice having someone else around here.
I don't know about that. I've been told I'm not great company.
You're going to sit here in silence and probably try gardening. And I'm going to either be here or in my office, which is not connected to here. So it'll be fine.
Right. Okay. Sure. God, I have to deal with everything when I wake up, don't I?
Yes, I believe you do.
Mm.
Would you like some tea before then?
think I have some. I don't know where this came from, but I have it for some reason.
Good. Yeah. When you're ready to go, all you have to do is sit down and think about waking up, and you'll wake up.
Great. I'm sure that's gonna go wonderfully.
Thank you for all this, and by the next time you come here, I'll make sure those training rooms are open.
Yeah. Okay. I. I don't know.
Mm.
Part of me feels like I just did something really stupid, but part of me feels like I did something good.
I'm doing something stupid as well, so it's okay.
Hmm.
Isn't that right, Mother? We're not supposed to get attached. We're not supposed to get attached. And that is where we are going to end this part of the stream for me, y'all. I think I am gonna stop streaming and then I'm gonna start streaming again. And then I'm gonna be back in like by 5 o'clock the latest. Okay, guys? See you soon. Bye.